just first of all, what's your name and where are we?
I'm Judith Hutchison, and we're at Chapel Farm, where my husband, son and I farm about 900 acres, 750 ewes, hill and upland crosses, and 84 cows.
And what's been happening today?
We've had a visit from the Regenerative Farming Network group. We've been lucky with the weather, had a great day. The weather's been super, given that it's been wet the last couple of days. And we went digging holes in different fields to have a look at soil and worms and see what it smelt like and see what we thought the biological activity was. And that was interesting because we didn't get what we expected, but we managed to think that we've probably explained a lot of it.
Was there anything that surprised you today?
Well, the field I thought was going to be great wasn't. Wasn't as brilliant as I thought it might be, which was interesting. But the consensus was it was missing livestock. And some of the other fields, we found more worms. I found the silage field interesting because the bit that's had fertiliser on it was okay-ish, but then the bit that's had no fertiliser was completely different.
Yep.
And smelt better.
Smelt lovely.
And more life in there. Roots look better. Yeah. In fact, it's a completely different colour.
It was a lot
darker, wasn't it?
Darker.
Yep. It was amazing. Yep.
It's really good. Is there anything that you'll sort of change, do differently that you've learnt today, particularly for everybody else?
It's Duncan's decision.
Sure.
But I think he's had a lot of good feedback from some of the group members about how things could be done differently in the future. And he might, I think that'll help him make a decision, but I don't know what that will be.
Yeah, but you'll help them to make that decision, whatever it is.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And what do you think, just thinking bigger about sort of farming generally, what do you think needs to happen to sort of help people to make better decisions in the future?
That's a tough one. I think in a lot of cases the biggest change is not necessarily in the field so much as between our ears. We need to start thinking differently, and I think the best way to do that is go and see and speak to others that are already doing it. I think that helps a lot. Gives
more of this then?
Gives you more of this, gives you more confidence to have a go.
Great, brilliant. Thank you. What's your name and where have you come from today?
I'm Ali and I am a veg grower down in Borg.
Have you had a nice day?
It's been a beautiful day, met lots of interesting people, and it's a gorgeous farm up here. Very jealous of Judith.
And what have you learned particularly? What will you take from today that you might do at home, for example?
One of the most interesting things I think was seeing the impact that the livestock had on the soil. I thought that was really cool, like seeing the field that had no livestock on it for 30 years compared to the ones that were even quite heavily grazed. Yeah, and all the worms and all the activity in it, which is quite cool. And but I also enjoyed seeing Judith's potions and all the different fermentations and things that she's got going on. And I would definitely try and have a go at that for my own garden.
Have a go at the Johnson Zoo and
I would. I don't know if I'd maybe do the cage a wee bit different, like but it's cool. It's cool to see someone actually do it.
Brilliant.
So can you just say your name and your farm and where you come from?
Okay, my name's John Veach. I'm a tenant farmer for Gatehouse of Fleet and part of the Regenerative South West Scotland group. So came to hear what Judith and the family were doing. And
have you had a good day?
I've had a really good day. It was worth coming. There's a lot to learn about the compost. There's a lot to learn about the grun, about their products and how they're transitioning from conventional to a more regenerative or a more sustainable system.
And what particularly have you learned or will you take away from today?
Well, there's one stick out, and that is the stick out thing for me might be that the worms relating to livestock grazing, where there was an absence of them, where there had not been any grazing, which I think is telling. So if you consider worms as a vital part of soil health, then the livestock grazing is another vital part of that.
Brilliant. Okay, what's your name and where do you farm?
My name's Heather Close and I farm near Turnberry in South Ayrshire.
Great. And have you had a nice day today?
Had a lovely day. It's been great to meet some new people and catch up with old friends and to see Judith and Tom's farm and Duncan's farm, yeah.
Brilliant. And what have you learnt from today? What will you take away?
What I will take away is that I should get making Johnson Sue compost. I had heard about it and I've been planning to for the last 5 years to give it a go, but I thought it was more complicated than it was with water infiltration and blah, blah, blah. So yeah, Judith's setup is really simple and she made it sound very approachable, so I'll give that a go.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
My name is Philip Close. I farm with my daughter up near Turnberry. We farm about 100 cattle, amp graze year round. They don't go inside a barn unless we have a problem. And they're healthy, low stress, no inputs. We have a lot of forbs or weeds, plus grass. I haven't done a worm count recently, but I think we have worms. I'm pretty sure we have worms. And the soil is gradually getting deeper. This is just my ad hoc observations, nothing scientific. All right?
And have you had a good day today?
Terrific. I've made 3 new contacts who I think are going to be very helpful.
Okay. What were they?
Let's see. Talus on soil, and Charlie McLaren on animals, and I forget her other name. Was it Gordon? Or, she's with Nature Scott.
Gail.
Gail, maybe.
Kate.
Maybe one of them.
Yeah. Great.
So.
And is there anything that you think you'll do differently or have learned today particularly that you thought, oh, I'll try that at home?
Well, I just have a prejudice confirmed. There needs to be more meeting amongst farmers like this around the country. The government would spend a few million sponsoring this and researchers to do research that the farmers want and do experiments on different farms, get them around, exchanging ideas and experiences. And they tapped into a huge energy here that would cost them relatively little money, and I think would get them a long way versus the prescriptive programs they're coming out with that are a step backward, in my opinion, from what we're doing. And I've tried to explain this to them, and it's like talking to a board. But anyway.
Brilliant.
But
so more of this.
More of this, different groups, interlocking, intermingling, and the energy in these people.
Yeah.
It's amazing, and it's an asset to be unlocked, and the government refuses to recognize that and work with it. You can't prescribe it, you just enable it if you can, right?
Okay.
There you go.
The Regenerative Farming Network is an award-winning peer-to-peer knowledge-sharing exchange group for farmers, growers and crofters in Scotland. It offers farm walks, talks, webinars and more for anyone just curious about regenerative farming or for those with years of experience. Find out more at propagate.org.uk/regenerative farming.